Now that Black Ops has finally been integrated into Warzone, I have spent countless hours trying to find the best AR for Warzone, and I have found it. And today I will be telling you guys what that is. Let's get into it. What is going on, you beautiful people? My name is Awesome Blagoon, and welcome back to a brand new video on the Disrupt Gaming Call of Duty channel. And in today's video, I'm showing you guys the best Warzone loadout ever since Black Ops Cold War has been added to Warzone. So today's video, we are going to be using the FFAR and the Kar 98. So make sure you have the FFAR unlocked in Black Ops, and you also have the Kar 98K unlocked in Modern Warfare. Make sure both are practically at the max level. Just before we get on with the video, though, I do have a question of the day for you beautiful people, and that question is, what is your favorite gun to use in Warzone since the Black Ops integration? Let me know down in the comment section below, and let's get on with this video. So to start off, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about the FFAR. And if you don't know, the FFAR is a full auto assault rifle that is known for its fast fire rate with quick reloading speeds and a modest damage and slightly less ammo capacity. Now, if you guys have played the original Black Ops, you know this is a basic remake of the FAMAS. It plays just like it, and it's kind of in the name. You can tell it's the FAMAS, and also just by looking at it. So you guys want to make sure you have the FAMAS unlocked for this. So the first attachment we are going to be covering is the muzzle. Now, the muzzle you will want to use is the agency suppressor muzzle, and that is a muzzle that traps gas to reduce muzzle rise and reduces flash and sound from muzzle blast. We have two pros with that, being the sound suppression and damage range, and two cons being the ADS speed and the aim walking steadiness. So mainly in Warzone, you want to make sure you have quicker ADS and a faster fire rate with people depending on the range. And with the agency suppressor, it does exactly that without lowering fire rate. So if you make your way down to the underbarrel, I have two options that you can use. It's either the infiltrator grip or the patrol grip. Now the infiltrator grip is a lightweight polymer foregrip for improved combat maneuverability. And the three pros we are given is movement speed, shooting move speed, and the aim walking movement speed. But on the contrary, with the patrol grip, it is a polymer foregrip for improved sprint speed. It only gives you the sprinting move speed. So honestly, this comes down to personal preference, but overall, I would recommend the infiltrator grip because it has additional pros that help you. So for the ammunition, it's really going to come down to personal preference on how you want to use this. I either recommend the SAS mag clamp, which is a magazine coupler, joins as an additional inverted magazine to the one. It's basically it's a faster mag where it just flips over. It has reload quickness and a bigger starting ammo, but you do have less ADS time. But on the other hand, the Salvo 50 round fast mag gives you 50 rounds, where the SAS mag clamp sticks at the 24, I believe the FFAR gives you. It's in the 20s that the base starting ammo is at. The Salvo gives you 50 ammos in a clip, so that's the maximum ammo capacity increase, reload quickness, and a max starting ammo, and just it's better. It's better. This is the best mag. You unlock it later on, so I recommend using this one. After that, we do have the rear grip. Now, I do recommend using the SASR jungle grip or the airborne elastic wrap, depending on how you feel on playing. If you want to have the ability to go prone, I recommend using the airborne elastic wrap, and if not, I recommend using the SASR jungle grip. There's with the additional pro coming to the airborne, you have the additional con as well, which I believe is the shooting move speed, which doesn't really affect you. So in turn, it's helping you. So if you would rather go prone, the airborne elastic wrap is better. But if you don't go prone, I recommend the SASR jungle grip. And last but not least, we do come over to the stocks. I recommend using the Duster Pad and only the Duster Pad for that additional slide speed. The Duster Pad is a tactical cheek rest, provides added stability to increase sliding speed, and it does exactly that. With Warzone, you do have the ability to slide cancel, so this makes it the ever more easy while having the FFAR out. So moving on to the secondary, you guys can use whatever you'd like, but I will be giving you my personal Kar 98K class that I used for most of Warzone, and it's very effective paired with the FFAR. So starting out at the muzzle, you guys are going to want to use the monolithic suppressor. There's 2 pros that come with the monolithic suppressor and 2 cons. The 2 pros being sound suppression and damage range, and the 2 cons being the ADS speed and the aim walking steadiness. Now overall, with the other attachments that are accompanied with this muzzle, the cons are canceled out and the pros reign supreme. With having the suppressor and the damage range, that makes it huge for the barrel, which is the longest one, I believe. Onto the barrel, you guys are going to want to use the custom 27.6 barrel, which is a custom 27.6-inch heavyweight barrel with polygonal rifling, increases muzzle velocity to the max, with additional weight hinders mobility. So the pros we do have are the damage range increase, a bullet velocity increase, and a recoil control, accompanied by 2 cons, which are the ADS speed and the movement speed. Now, first off, the con of the movement speed decrease doesn't really do anything. If you're using a sniper, and if you've ever used a sniper, you don't really run around, and you don't really move often when you're trying to snipe someone. And for the pros, all of those are very, very helpful with making our sniper as powerful as possible. Moving on to the laser, it is going to be the TAC laser. There's not really any other ones you can choose, but the TAC laser is huge in helping us make the ADS time fast again, because it has, look at all of those aiming pros. It has 3 pros that are revolving around aiming, with a ADS speed increase, the aim stability increase, and the aiming walking steadiness increase. All 3 of those are super helpful for this Kar 98K build, but there is one con: a laser that is visible to enemies. In game, it's not really noticeable unless you're like looking for it, so overall you will be fine. Now for the optic, this really comes down to personal preference. I personally recommend you using the basic sniper scope, but this is really down to personal preference. If you want something a bit different, you can run the variable zoom variant, which gives you a different magnification. It lets you zoom in a bit further out than the base sniper scope has, but lets you zoom in a ton further. Or I would personally recommend running the Merc thermal optic, or the not the thermal hybrid, just the Merc thermal optic. It is a thermal optic and will really, really help you with people who like to use smokes and people who you just can't see. But overall, the base one you should be using is the sniper scope. Last but not least is the stock. I don't know why the stock is last every single time, but you want to use the FTAC Sport Comb. Gives you the additional ADS speed, which overall helps with this build, but there's a loss in aim stability, but it's not really noticeable. Now, the last things I do want to cover before this video is over is the perks and the equipment I use. So the perks I run are EOD, but if you don't want to run EOD, I recommend running double time. It helps you get across the map faster and get to point A to point B. Overkill, you have to run. It makes sense. And amped, you have to run. It's really this perk one that you have a lot of leeway with, because if anything, you can run cold-blooded 2 or scavenger. If you're really about that life, go for it. Now, since the C4 nerf came out, I've been running either thermites or semtex. I run more thermites with more close range engagement classes, which is exactly that with the FFAR. But if you were also to run like an MP5, this would be perfect for thermite. But if you want to be more bit farther back, I recommend running the Semtex, but the thermite does help with that a lot. And tactical really comes down to personal preference. I like to run the heartbeat sensor so I can see where people are, but if you run stims that are pretty good. I think there's a stim glitch in right now. You didn't hear it from me. Or you can run stuns, which really works. Snapshot grenades are slept on. I will say that first, like right now. But other than that, I really don't have anything else to cover. If you guys are seeing the ending of this, be sure to leave a like. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below if this class is very helpful for you. And let us know if you want to see more Warzone classes. My name has been Blagoon, and I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Goodbye.